fact, I have something for you. It's a John coin. Yeah, I'm going to give you one. I have to shake your hand to give it to you.
Oh.
Yeah. So there you go. That's a seal of the city and county of San Francisco on one side. And on the other side, that's a phoenix rising from the ashes. And that's a symbol of San Francisco.
Holy moly.
And it's the same symbol we have on our patches.
Okay, so tell me what does this do? Because I have a couple of these, but I don't know what to do with it. Because I feel like this is a get out of jail free card, but I don't know.
It's really a military tradition that we borrowed.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like if you meet different parts of the military in like a bar or restaurant, you have a coin that kind of signifies your unit that you're really proud of. And you exchange these coins. And if the other party doesn't have a coin, then you might have to order a drink at this establishment.
So whenever I run into an officer here, I can go up to him and show him my coin. If he doesn't have a coin, then he owes me a drink?
Well, you would give that one to him, and if he doesn't have one in return. And
so since I don't like to drink really, like
no,
he can get me food then.
Oh yeah, or soda.
Feast.
A soda.
Shall we feast?
Let's do it.
Let's feast.
We're here in beautiful Chase Center, in front of Chase Center at the Thrive City. This is kind of an example of the beauty of San Francisco. And I love the fact that we're able to just sit here and feel the warmth of the city. We have the Labor Cup in town right now. This is the first time I'm leaving San Francisco. I leave for the weekend and I have FOMO.
This is just one event of many, a whole series, and many more to come.
I want to break down what a chief of police does.
Sure. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about public safety. If you live, work, or play in San Francisco, you need to feel safe. Whether you're walking home, walking to work, out to play, out at the Chase Center, you should not have to think about safety. That's our job. Okay. So you just go and have a great time and enjoy yourself. And if you don't think about safety, I feel like the police department's doing a good job.
Okay, there's this rumor that police officers like donuts. Where did this come from, and is this true?
Yeah, well, I personally like donuts when I'm at work or not at work.
I thought it was a requirement to become a police officer. I thought it was like a test. And the last one was like, do you like donuts? If the person said no, then they're not allowed to be on the force.
Well, I love them because they're delicious, but you know, I take care of myself, so I think it's okay to have a treat once in a while.
Yeah.
And I think the donut connection with the police maybe started because, you know, we work 24/7, and overnight, before only like the donut stores were open 24/7 with coffee, so we probably visited those stores frequently.
Let's order some food while we're. I remember there was a time in 2020 where the country was in an uproar. There was an incident involving George Floyd.
Yeah.
And from there, it seemed like a fight between the police and the people, which is the opposite of what it's supposed to be. Because your cop car, your motto, the slogan is to protect and serve.
Yes.
What were your thoughts during this time? What are your thoughts now? And how has it changed the way that you do your job?
Well, that era and that incident really made police do a lot of introspection about things like use of force, policies. Do we treat all communities fairly? Are we transparent about everything we do? Is there police accountability? So we spent a lot of time introspecting. We made a lot of adjustments. We looked at all our policies. We keep large amounts and accurate data that we review to make sure that we are policing fairly. And I have high confidence that this police department treats all people fairly, day to day. And as I said, if your goal is just to keep San Francisco safe and you do it in a transparent and fair way, that's what everybody wants.
Beautiful. Thai tea leaf salad?
This is the tea leaf salad, yes. It got sesame seeds, chickpeas, sunflower, peanuts, garlic chips, cherry tomatoes, and jalapeno with the shrimp powder on top, the fish sauce, and a tea leaf dressing, but it's fermented. Fermented tea leaf salad. That is this one on top. It's pretty good. Can I mix it for you guys?
Oh, please.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, please get in here.
I'm getting in there.
That looks phenomenal. Thank you, bro. What's your name? Mike? Mike, thank you.
First time here.
You've never had Burmese food before?
I've had Burmese food maybe only once or twice in my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a treat.
You had one last meal in the city. Where are you going?
You know, I gotta say there's an iconic San Francisco restaurant that I always go back to. It's called House of Prime Rib. So I'm a beef eater, and if I had to have a last meal in San Francisco, it would be there.
Okay, if we ever do an interview again, we're going to House of Primary.
I love it.
Okay?
I'm there. Thank you.
What do you think people in general often misunderstand about police officers, police force?
You know, I'm feeling like, you know, I've gone through several waves of how people feel about the police. I'll talk about a couple of areas. One is after 9/11, people really viewed us as heroes, and I didn't feel like we were heroes. We were just doing our job. But I would get a thank you every time I walked down the street and just doing my day-to-day. Then I would say there was another era where people just didn't trust the police. There were a lot of high-profile incidents where, you know, the police really lost the trust of the public, and they needed to question, hey, how are you doing things? Why are you doing things? And I think we answered that call. But at that time, morale was very low, and I think we needed to have that introspection. But once again, I think we go back to doing our basic job of keeping all people safe in this city. And once again, I kind of feel that appreciation again. It's not either as high or as low as the past.
Yeah.
And I think it's right where it should be. You know, let us do our job, support us, and then call us out. You know, if we're doing something that the public doesn't agree with, at the end of the day, we should police how the community wants to be. That's how I feel.
You were in the department for 28 years, and now you're back as the interim police chief.
Yes.
What was the best day of your career? Actually, no, tell me the other part. What was the worst day of your career?
Yeah, I would say there's no worst day. There are clusters of days that are really bad, meaning you witness one tragedy after the other. The silver lining is that you're there to help. So it's hard to see pain and violence and people at their worst. But my takeaway is if you're there to in any way improve that day, then we're doing our job. But it's really, sometimes it's harder than others. Some days are harder than others.
Okay. You skated that very nicely.
But, yeah.
Skated by that question very
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah.
All right, what about your best day on the force?
My best day. Once again, I don't think there's one single best day.
Oh, give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
Okay.
There's a memory that you have that's like, I'm really happy I chose this profession.
I'll tell you something that I'm really proud of that happened recently. So unfortunately, a father was involved in an altercation, and he was walking with his 8-year-old son near their school. And he was in an altercation where he was stabbed, and he ultimately lost his life. But I'll tell you what, the police department responded immediately and took every action they could to make sure that that person was brought to justice. And I'll tell you, as a testament to talking to the leadership and the rank and file, that they were on a mission to make sure that justice was served. So they scoured the area to look for witnesses. They flooded the neighborhood to find witnesses, find video. They found out who the suspect was, who tried to flee halfway down California, and they pursued that person until they took him into custody. So from beginning to end, they showed resilience, a passion to make sure that this person was brought to justice, and they did their job. And they did it in a safe, effective manner. So it's a moment like that where I'm just super proud that in this tragedy, we were able to do our part and trying to bring some peace to a community. And my heart goes out to that family. I wish we could have prevented it each time. And every tragedy is just horrendous. So we'll work towards preventing crimes all the time, but if crimes occur in San Francisco, we're going to do our best to help those families and bring people to justice.
What role do you see sports, food, like what role do these events do in bringing the community together?
Well, we do this work so that the city can thrive. So you shouldn't have to think about safety. You need to come out, enjoy this tennis tournament, enjoy concerts. We want you to come and make San Francisco vibrant, enjoy yourself, and that actually makes us happy. Yeah, just seeing the joy of people being out, enjoying themselves, that brings a lot of satisfaction.
Wow, that's amazing. What do you want people who come? People are coming here for the Super Bowl. People are going to be coming here for the Laker Cup. People just came for the NBA All-Star Game. What do you want people to say about San Francisco after they leave?
Oh, I want them to come here, have a good time, go home and tell people how great that experience was, and I want them to have that experience when they're in San Francisco. Let us do all the other work. Let us, behind the scenes, create a city where you're safe. Don't even think about it. The best case scenario is you came to San Francisco, you visited, you had a great time, you went home. you had no police interactions, or the ones you did were hello and thank you. Other than that, I hope that you wouldn't have to think about the police, think about your own safety. That's success for me.
What is your advice to somebody who is just starting? Matter of fact, I want you to give advice to your young self. Before you started in the police force, what advice would you tell yourself about the journey ahead?
Stay on the mission, which is keep all communities safe, work hard, meet people, keep talking to communities, keep improving your game. Kind of like in sports, you have to make adjustments and improvements. It's the same way with policing. There's not one size fits all. It's not, hey, I learned this and that's how I'm going to do it. It's constant adjustments. Communities needs kind of change, and you have to be adaptive too. So it's a great, rewarding job, and then have fun along the way.
I want you to give a PSA. This is maybe a lot of people's first time hearing the chief of police speak. So I want you to give a PSA to the people about your role here and what the police is meant to do here for the community.
Listen, anyone in San Francisco, the police department is here for public safety, to keep your community safe. I encourage people to come join us, support us. We need your help. We need to grow this department. So anybody interested in being a police officer, please go online and apply. We need you. It is a wonderful job. There's no more satisfaction than to be in San Francisco, this beautiful city as it grows. And we continue our mission. We need a safe San Francisco. Please join us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, man.